Parents should be on the lookout for RSV. It's a common seasonal virus, but it can be dangerous to many infants. RSV can lead to serious respiratory infections in high-risk babies, especially those born prematurely. It's found to be more common in infants from African American and Hispanic communities. Unfortunately, many moms have never heard of RSV. Dr. Jamie Fergie and Kimberly Sutherland, mother to a preemie baby, are here to discuss prematurity in infants and how parents can protect their babies from RSV. I'll start with you, Dr. Fergie. How common is prematurity, especially among African Americans and Latinos?
Well, prematurity, unfortunately, is very common. In the general population, we say that about 12% of the babies are born prematurely. A little bit higher in the Hispanic community, although not as much. The African American community, however, 18% of the babies there are born prematurely. That is, they are born before 38 weeks gestation.
Why is it, doctor, that people have not heard of RSV? I feel like it's something so common. We talk about it quite a bit. And why does it affect premature babies more impactfully?
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. I mean, people in the general community are not as much aware of it. I think that we have done a good job talking about influenza, and everybody knows about influenza. And I think it's because it affects more of the adult and the elderly. But we need to realize that RSV is much more important in babies, in children. 125,000 hospitalization a year with RSV, #1 cause of hospitalization in children in the United States. And it's particularly important in children who are born prematurely because they have a smaller lung, a smaller capacity to resist infection, and also they don't have developed immune system.
All right, I want to talk to Kimberly. Now, Kimberly, you have a premature child, a child that was born prematurely, I should say. So what did you do to keep him healthy, Mason healthy, during the winter months?
Yeah, we learned a lot about it when Mason was born. He was born at 28 weeks, and he spent 7 weeks on oxygen after he was born. So we knew he had underdeveloped lungs, and he was diagnosed with chronic lung disease. Our doctors and nurses gave us lots of good information on just how to take care of him and how to watch over him once he was released. So we did simple common sense things such as washing hands. We always kept hand sanitizer around. We kept everything really sanitized and clean, the counters and all of that kind of stuff. And we just kept him away from large groups of people. We didn't go to shopping malls or even take him to church those first few months. We kept him pretty much isolated at home just to help him get that healthy boost that he needed and prevent RSV as long as we could.
That's excellent news. Now let's talk about where we can get more information, because I'm certain there are people at home who really want to know more here.
Sure, I think there are a couple of things. First of all, there's a great website called rsvprotection.com that is, pretty user-friendly. And also, please do not forget, talk to your doctor. Talk to their nurses. They'll give you a lot of information. Particularly, they will look at the individual situation of your baby, and depending on his risk factors, they may advise other interventions.
All right, we want to thank you both for joining us, and thanks to MedImmune for that satellite time. The speaker